Good day to you all. I hope you're all doing well. Don't mind me, I'm also videoing myself today. All right, let's quickly go into the video. What should growers do? We've talked about what starters should do. Now, let me explain what growers should do to achieve this success. Don't forget, it's generational success we are talking about. Now, if you are a grower, the first thing you should identify is where you live. Do you live right now in an urban area or a rural area? If you live in an urban area as a grower, you need to relocate. You need to move. And don't say, how do I do? Look, relocation is even approved in the Bible. People move a lot. You need to relocate. Everywhere in the world, a developing place is where you can make your money, not a developed place. I see some growers, they live in Lagos. As a grower, you have no business living in a developed place. Yes, because you need to be the person. You need to be among the people that will develop a place. And that's where you make your money. So number one, relocate. Number two, start a business, not investing in another person's business. As a starter, you are to invest in someone's business. As a grower, you are to start your own business. You have passed the stage of investing in someone. You can't put your future and the future of your generation in another person's hand. You need to put it in your own hand. Start your own business. I know most of you are saying, which business should I start? Look, it's so easy to know what to start. Let me give you this pyramid. It's called the Maslow hierarchy of needs. At the bottom of the pyramid is the physiological need. You as a grower that you're starting out, that you have no other business, that you don't have financial muscle, you need to kill yourself in a business that is surrounded or is in the industry of physiological needs. What are physiological needs? Food, clothing, shelter, the essentials of life. That is what you need to go into as a grower. Look into these three industries as a grower. Number one, food and its environs. I sell veterinary drugs. Some of you may say, but that's not food. It is still food, because the people who process chicken, who raise layers, need these drugs to making sure that their birds are okay. It's still food. Everything around it, people who sell chicken feed, is still your food. People who sell drinkers, even though we call those ones fixed assets, it is still your food. Look into the area of education. Education in Nigeria is still far behind. We all know that. Why do I start a school? I live in a rural area. In my rural area, we only have one okay school. I did not say one good school, one okay school. And the one okay school monopolized the market. My children were also going to the school until I decided I'm going to start a school. Now we are giving that school tough competition. So you see, as this rural area is now developing, growing, more people are moving in. We've started the school, make sure the school have standard of even Lagos that they are coming from, because I live in Ogun State. People moving from Lagos. So we have put good structures, good system in place that is exactly like where they are coming from in Lagos. Do you think they will not enroll their children in the school? Of course they will. If I want to build this same school in Lagos, as a grower. Do you think I can achieve it? Even if I will achieve it, do you think I will achieve it in this less than 2 years, 3 years? Only the land use charge. I don't think I can even afford to build this. I will show you one of my structure as my YouTube channel go on. You will see it. Buying land alone in Lagos, I'm sure it will take all the money that I use in building this school here. So you see, you need to relocate. Go to a rural area. It does not necessarily mean your own village. I'm not from Ogun State. I'm from Oyo State. But I find myself here and I'm putting things in place. Everything I think they need here is what I'm doing, and I'm making my money from it. Number 3, get a mentor. Yes, you cannot do it because you don't have the idea, and I don't want you to do trial and error. That's why you need a mentor. It's like standing on the shoulder of a giant. Best bet for you, if you are a starter moving to grower, or a grower who went back a bit to invest in somebody's business, that person's business is a better business for you to start. Yes, and that person is a better mentor for you. Example, piggery that I was showing you the other day. If some of you who have been coming to me saying they want to invest, if I later open the subscription again, which I have closed anyway, and then you now start knowing how the piggery business is done while you are investing in my own business, a time will come you just have to start your own farm. That's what it is. And then be meeting me for ideas and tutoring. What should I do? And my pig is doing this one. And what is the formula? What do you? And gradually you have your own business. Number 4, develop good copycat skill. As a grower, you don't have any business in being a genius. Yes. If you want to be a genius, I think you should be a finisher. As a grower, you need to be a good copycat. In school, we don't allow copy. We say it's cheating. In business, it's called cooperation. We copy. Every business that I've done and that I am doing was copied from somebody's business. Yes, my importation was copied, even though my former boss imports from Spain, I import from China, but it's still copied. Even the way we run it, we employ rep, we give them car, we do, it's exact prototype of what my boss used to do. They also employ rep. Exact system. My school, it's a copycat. Yes, I was in one school, I won't mention the name. She's very good to me. She's a customer, and I went to her school one day and I saw the structure. A woman, and that was what gave me the insights. Even the way we build our school, the U shape, it's copied. It was copied from that woman's school. When Minister of Education came to want to approve our school and all, they told me, who taught you all this? How do you know it's supposed to be in U and L shape? Because even some school owners up to now don't know all these facts. But because I have someone I was copying, you don't necessarily need to know the person as such, where you have to talk. Some people will say, how do I get a mentor? How did I get a mentor? I only went to our school and I saw, and I walked around, and I looked around, and I said, ma, this thing is interesting. One of these days I would like to go into it. She said, it's a very good one. God will help you. Just like that. And like play, here we are. We are even writing WAEC in our school now. And that's why I've been very busy. If you notice my video, this video was supposed to have come earlier. So develop a good copycat skill. It's not bad. The piggery I'm doing now is also copycat. from one woman also. Funny enough, is a woman that owns the business that I am copying from now. Men, what are we doing? Yes, we are going into broiler processing. The same exact thing is, I'm copying it. It's copied from another person's business. Don't disturb yourself to want to be a genius. Number 5, develop good marketing skill. Everyone should know how to sell. Everyone should have marketing skill. Some people say, me, I can't start a business. Me, I'm very good in a salary job. Salary job will never, never get you to where we are going. And where are we going? Generational wealth, generational success. Can you pass on your job to your children? My own father worked in a company for about 20 years. When he was leaving, they gave him a work clock. When I finished school, I asked my father to fix me in that company. He was unable to fix me. I couldn't work in the company. So you can't pass it on. But if it's that he owns that business, do you think I will have a problem working in the company? No. Everybody should have marketing skill. Everybody should know how to sell. Marketing is broader than sales. And that's why I always say marketing skill. I don't say sales skill. Marketing. Because we don't have time to go into it. Marketing is broader, very broad than just sales. Another skill you must develop, which is number 6, is good accounting skill. Even though I have an accounting background, I know the importance of accounting. If you have 1 naira and you cannot account for your 1 naira, the way you spend it, or the way it comes, or the way it goes, you have a problem in business. Yes. Why you also need good accounting skill is that you can motivate yourself by thinking ahead, by budgeting, by projecting your profit, your wealth ahead. I have my 10-year goal here, but you can't see it. And the 10-year goal says how I'm going to be a billionaire in 10 years. And then I've listed them out, how to go about it, the businesses, what this one should worth. Because when somebody tells you he's a billionaire, does not necessarily mean he earns billion every month. No, it means he is worth a billion. So how do I become a billionaire in 10 years? By improving my businesses, making sure this business worth this business worth this business worth 200 million, 300 million, 100 million. When you accumulate them together, you have 1 billion. And that's, at that point, I am a billionaire. If you don't have good accounting skill, you will not be interested in all these plus and minus, because you still need to break it down. This business should worth 100 million or 200 million in the next 2 years. What does this business worth now? 100 million. How do you calculate that this business is worth 100 million? We have stock of 50 million naira worth. How much is one sachet? We sell for this. When you multiply, how many sachets do you have? You just need to develop accounting skill. Look, it's not necessarily mean you have to go to university to study accounting. It's all on YouTube. Follow this channel. We are still going to talk about it. You just need to have interest in plus and minus. All right, don't let me waste too much time. Number 7, be an entrepreneur, a technician, and a manager. If I want to go into this one, it can take the whole day. Entrepreneur, you always want to solve problem. Anywhere you see challenge, the next thing that comes into your mind is, how can I solve this and it will be beneficial to me? Let me give you an example. A friend of mine who might be watching this video anyway decided to leave the place he's using to raise his broilers. He rented the space and he said he's leaving that place. But because that place is not far from my piggery farm, I said, doctor, why don't you? Because he has spent a lot of money in the structure, wiring, plumbing, and what have you. I said, if you and you still have 1 year to go. I said, if you leave this place, all that money is gone. Don't worry, let me monetize it for you. Let me take over that structure. Let me take over that business as a going concern. You see, the place was a challenge to him, was a problem to him. And that was why he was leaving the place. I then think, as my entrepreneurial skill, how can I benefit from this place? And that's exactly what is prompting, or what prompted broiler processing. Now that we just started. So you need to be an entrepreneur. You need to be a technician. Technician in the sense that now you cannot leave this job to anybody. Up until 10 p.m. last night, I was still on the farm. Sorry. I was still on the farm. I mean the broiler farm. You cannot just leave it to your attendant. You need to get your hands dirty. Put your hand in the soil. All right? Use your hand to do so many things. If you own auto workshop, don't say because you have a moshe, like we normally say, then your apprentice should go and do everything. No, you should also go under the car and repair the cars. All right? And as a manager, you must know how to coordinate. That's what manager is. Coordinate. Coordinate the staff, your equipment, coordinate everything. Number 8, build a system for the well thought out profitable business that you have started. This one too, if I want to go into it, it can take a lot of time. Build a business. Now, this business, build a system. System should run your business, not you running the business. That's why I tell every entrepreneur, work on your business, not in your business. This one can also take a lot of time, but let's leave it at that. Build a system. We'll still talk about all these things. Number 9, repeat these above steps as many times as you can in your lifetime. I have been able to repeat them for like 4 times. And that's why I said I have like 4 businesses. And number 10, enjoy your labor. Expose your children to your business. Because don't forget, you are still going to pass the baton to them. They will continue. So expose them to the businesses. And have a community where you can teach how to be successful. That's a way of giving back to the community, and that's what I'm doing now with this YouTube channel. Thank you very much. I appreciate you all. Before I will talk about what finishers should do, I'm still going to pick all the steps one by one, and then we talk at length on each step. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.